We move across to Paramount Plus for a new drama series, also arrived on Thursday the 20th of March. It's called Happy Face, and here's a clip.
What do you know about the Happy Face killer? Perhaps we should just explain why you're here.
Because he's my father.
Yes. So this is kind of less funny, I suppose, because this is about the daughter. It's about the daughter of a notorious serial killer, and she uncovers, all sorts of terrible things. It's pretty gripping, although I do think from what I've watched of it, some of the narrative is a bit sketchy in places, in my opinion. I don't know. She seems a bit vacant at times, and kind of her relationship with her own children is a bit weird. I feel sort of there's not a real connection, but maybe that's just me. I felt that I didn't buy into that hugely. But it's based on a true story of Keith Hunter Jesperson, who is serving life in prison for this murder spree. She knows that he's a murderer. The children don't know. They keep that away. Her and her husband know, and she found out when she was 15 years old. But she hasn't told her children that their grandfather had murdered at least 8 women for over 5 years. And he's a bank manager husband. He's sort of kind of quite straight-laced, but he knows the truth. And they don't want their children, understandably, to know about the past. But Jesperson tracks down his daughter because she works on a TV talk show, and he rings in. Well, of course, this causes ratings. We know that. And her life just starts to change dramatically. And I think that's where, for me, the wheels come off a bit with the narrative, because although she's kind of dumbstruck by it all and sort of like, whoa, I don't really want this to happen, but it's happening. But I really want my old job, and I don't really want to be this known person. I don't know. I just feel like it's not that credible in places. I'm not sure if you would agree with that. But it does touch on a story, as I say, that is a true story, and quite scary. And what they're trying to find out is there's another man up for murder. He's on death row. Whether actually it was her father that killed that person too, and the wrong person. That's gonna, the wrong person is about to, to die for a murder that he didn't do. So it's fairly gripping, but it's not. I didn't personally find it really scary. It's not one of those ones you've got to sort of sit behind the table and put your hands over your eyes. It's not that kind of jumpy it's not that jumpy in terms of the real time, but when they do the sort of, not flashbacks, but the sort of moody sort of stuff, there's like this wooden carved bear in one episode that's just a wooden thing on, you think, and they sort of do the camera angle from behind it as if someone's watching. So sort of creepy angles like that and some moody music. But it didn't have me completely jumping. Would I continue with this? Yes, I would. Is this something I'd naturally choose? Probably not. But it ticks a box, and it's not too much, I don't think. What did you think, Ian?
I did like it, I must say. And I thought Annaleigh Ashford is really good as Melissa, and Dennis Quaid, who's looking incredibly good for his age, I have to say, is terrific as her serial killer father, Keith, who, as you say, is in jail, and he's called the Happy Face Killer because he used to sort of write to the authorities these notes which he would just sign with a happy face. It's one of those shows where you're going to find yourself shouting at the screen repeatedly, don't do it, don't do it, it's a bad idea. Because basically, as you said, he's sort of trying to inveigle his way back into her life. They're estranged, and he keeps writing to her, but she never reads the letters. And then he sends a card to her daughter, which is kind of the jumping off point. But yeah, he's dangling this carrot like, I will tell you about another murder I committed but I will only tell you. You've got to come and talk to me. So she's got this dilemma. She knows that it's a trick, but, what if some family somewhere is being denied closure about the loved one that they've lost? via his confession. So yeah, it's good. Quaid he's very creepy. He's good in this. And the interaction between them just works really well. And as you say, you've got all these flashbacks to her childhood. But yes, I do think they have rewritten what happened a fair amount. But yeah, you've also got David Harewood as this talk show host, Dr. Greg, who is very keen for this, to become a story on the show. It's one of those ones, I started watching it and then immediately I felt confident. I thought, yeah, this is well done. It's good. It's gripping. So I will watch the rest.